And we back. Boner. W Boner. Y'all don't know who Boner is, bro. Hopefully I put the link in the description. I'm gonna try to. Today we have every strange thought everyone has, but never admits. Let's go! Every strange thought everyone has, but never admits. We all go through the same things, Chad. We done proved it multiple times. Let's walk through it, Chad. Let's go.
Feeling like you're behind everyone else in life.
Ooh.
Have you ever looked at your friends, your siblings, or maybe even an old classmate?
Of course.
And suddenly felt like everyone else is moving forward while you're somehow falling behind?
It be like that.
Don't worry, that feeling isn't jealousy or envy. If it shows up late at night or when you're alone with your thoughts, you're not strange for having it. Almost everyone.
What's scarier, Chad? Being alone that night or being alone with your thoughts?
Feels this at some point, but no one says it out loud because it feels like admitting failure. And the real fear isn't being behind. It's the fear that you're behind because there's something wrong with you.
Oh.
What's actually happening is this. Your brain is comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And of
yes,
course,
bro, that's what it is, Chad. I ain't gonna lie, but majority of y'all see this and y'all see y'all classmates, old friends, whatever, and they done do this, do that, and it's good for them for real. But y'all put yourself at this, in this barrier. Y'all put it in the barrier like y'all can't get up to this pedestal, bro. Like, feel me? You gotta know, bro. What am I talking about, bro? Just watch the video, bro.
The truth is, life doesn't move in a straight line.
It don't. It's curves, it's hills, it's up and downs, bro. It's walls you gotta break. It's buildings you gotta knock down. It's people you gotta kill. Like,
early and rest later.
GTA.
Some rest now and move later.
And GTA is
feeling behind usually means you're growing in a quieter way. One that doesn't show up on timelines or announcements. In short, everyone is living on their own timeline.
Oh,
there is no universal schedule for being human. And what makes
there is no universal, there is no virtual.
What's worse is what your brain does when it replays the past. Replaying old conversations.
Oh, okay. I see what we doing now. When did this get personal? I see replaying old conversations years later. Why is this like?
Imagine you're lying in bed.
I mean, this is obvious though. This is just memories, chat. Come on,
about to fall
asleep.
We
all got memories.
And suddenly your brain brings back an awkward moment from 5 years ago and says, "You shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
If that's you, you're not alone. The real fear isn't the memory itself. It's the thought that you said something wrong, that you looked foolish, that this one moment somehow defines who you are. So, why does your brain suddenly replay something embarrassing from years ago, like it just happened? Because your brain is a problem solver.
Oh.
When it senses unfinished emotional business, it reopens the file, even if it's 10 years old. You replay what you should have said, not because it still matters, but because your brain,
bro, like what you should have said or what you should have did, bro, like random. That's too
wants closure.
I'm about to say something.
It's trying to learn, avoid future pain, and say, next time, be safer. The problem is the brain doesn't always know when to let go. The irony? The only person still thinking about it is you.
It's you. Facts.
And sometimes instead of
Facts, Chad. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Chad. Have you ever walked up to a girl, you said some corny shit, maybe she laughed, walked away, or some other shit, bro? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, and this happened years ago, when you randomly get that thought back, you're like, damn, I should have like been more calm or said something more smooth. If you genuinely think that girl that you approached is still thinking about that day or that moment, bro, I promise you probably walk up to her again years later. She probably never even remember what you look like. You probably got a whole new chance to shoot your shot, gang.
In the past, it invents the future. Imagining embarrassing.
You think like imagine somebody missed the game winning layup, bro. You think that I see them and I'm like, yo, that's the nigga that missed the game winning layup. Like, nigga, what? I don't give a fuck about that, bro. I don't care about this nigga, bro.
Scenarios randomly.
I don't care about no game winning layup.
You randomly imagine
LeBron about to retire in a couple years.
Doing something embarrassing, like walking outside without
pants,
what was it? Or imagining embarrassing scenarios randomly. Have you ever randomly imagined yourself doing something embarrassing?
No.
Like walking outside without pants or losing your swimsuit at the beach?
What?
Actually, you know what? Why don't you share with us your most embarrassing scenario in the comments?
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Most embarrassing. Nah, I never viewed it as an embarrassing scenario, but I ain't gonna lie, but I would say, bro, I don't really get embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie, I would say, damn. I would say you taking a shower and you think you getting robbed, but you really not getting robbed, but you think you are. So you come down and you do what you got to do, but you forget a towel. And the whole time it was just like it just mad people that just walked into your crib and it's like all your friends and shit, and you just came out like in your with your dick out.
If this happens out of nowhere, while showering, walking, or lying in bed, you're not weird. A lot of people experience this.
I never
they
like
just silently cringe and move on.
like thought
Your
about
brain
this,
is
though.
constantly trying to prevent social rejection. Even when nothing is happening, it runs little simulations. What if you say the wrong thing? What if you trip? What if everyone stares? This isn't self-sabotage. It's rehearsal. The problem is that the brain doesn't know the difference between preparation and
Yo,
punishment.
isn't it so crazy, chat, how one person could change the whole perception of embarrassment, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie, you ever seen somebody move alone and like they don't like go up to groups or they don't like talk to people, but then they get around that one friend, and next thing you know, these niggas is literally Kevin Hart, these niggas is literally Tom Cruise, Ryan Gosling gang. They do anything no matter what. They don't care what anybody say, bro. That's like crazy, bro. That's a crazy amount of confidence instilled into one person just from another person being next to you, bro.
So it
And the
replays
people who
fake
could do it
scenarios as if
like
they're
regular,
real.
they had their moments.
That's-
Like everybody got their moments where they way more confident than other times, bro.
Why
we
these
all
thoughts
we
feel
all
vivid
feel like
and
that, gang.
uncomfortable, even though they've never happened and probably never will. You are not secretly embarrassing, you're just self-aware. And that self-awareness sometimes turns inward. Questioning if you're faking your personality. Have you ever wondered if you're just pretending to be you?
Let's see. What do I pretend to be? That's a good question, though. I
This
ain't
thought
gonna
usually
lie.
appears in people who are actually very self-aware. You adapt slightly depending on who you're around, how
Yes.
safe you feel, and
Yes.
what the moment needs. And suddenly your brain asks, which version is the real us?
I wouldn't say this is faking your personality. I would say this is more like a People definitely think about this all the time, though. I do too. This is like code switching, like when you at work versus when you home alone with your friends or some shit, bro. It's like, feel me? It's not, you're not faking a personality. You're not comfortable yet. You don't feel me? You don't open up to people who you just met off the rip unless you feel comfortable around them, bro. And that's not you faking a personality. That's like me coming on stream and I'm yelling, doing all this, and then I get on stream and I go downstairs and I'm just quiet watching the basketball game, bro. That's like. It's regular, bro. That's like what? Like what I'm gonna do? Be screaming with no camera on me?
But personality isn't a
What am
mask.
I
It's
lunatic?
flexible. Being different with different people doesn't mean you're fake.
No,
It
not
means you're
at
socially
all, bro.
intelligent.
Yes.
Ironically,
I'm
people who are
intelligent
fake
socially.
almost never question it. And sometimes that questioning goes even deeper.
See, but this is what people problem is on the internet. They think that people should be the same way on camera, off camera, around everybody the same way every single time, bro. Even though they're not like that, they assume that other people should be like that, bro. And that's the problem, bro. That's the problem, gang. Like, that's the problem, bro.
Wondering if
You're
other
the
people
problem.
are real like you.
You're the problem. Nigga.
Have you ever looked at someone and thought, do they experience life like I do? Are they real like me? Or are they just NPCs? This one can feel unsettling, but it's more common than people admit.
Yeah, it's crazy because people still think like this and they'll be like, yo, like this nigga fake. He only act like this on the camera when the camera on. But then y'all be the same nigga to be like, oh, like, he funny as hell. He cool. Y'all just gotta get to know him or some shit. Like come on, bro. Like, how you like it be the same people
Your
saying
brain
the same
zooms
exact
out and
things. It be
realizes
me.
something
I'm
huge.
people.
Every person you see has an inner world just as complex as yours. We can blame the Matrix or video games for this, but actually, that brief disconnect
what is it?
in me never goes even deeper. Wondering if other people are real like you. Have you ever looked at someone and thought, do they experience life like I do?
Oh.
Are they real like me?
I don't-
Or are they just NPCs?
Yeah, this is not a
This
thought.
one can feel unsettling, but
This is-
it's more common than people admit.
Wow.
Sometimes your brain zooms out and realizes something huge. Every person you see has an inner world just as complex as yours.
Facts.
We can blame the Matrix or video games for this, but actually, that brief disconnect is called derealization, and in small doses, it's completely normal, especially during stress, fatigue, or deep thought. It's not a sign you're losing touch with reality. It's your brain struggling to process something genuinely profound. You're not losing touch. you're touching something deep. And when
Oh, you're not losing touch. You touching something deep. That sound like a Drake ad-lib, nigga. That sound like a caption of Shea Gillis Alexander,
things feel
nigga.
big and uncertain, the brain looks for control. Thinking something bad will happen if you say it out loud.
Oh, this is like jinx almost. This is literally like jinxing something or like superstitions. Yeah.
Do you ever stop yourself from saying something out loud because it feels like if you do, something bad will happen? This is called magical thinking, and it's a natural human behavior. Our brains look for patterns, even when there are none. You think, if I say it, I'll jinx it. Not because you actually believe in magic, but because your brain is trying to maintain control in an uncertain world.
Yup, that's how you
It
keep
creates
yourself
rules
poised
where
and
none
under
exist.
control.
Children do this instinctively.
That's like going up to the free throw line on the game winning free throw and you like, damn, what if I miss the shot? What if I miss the shot? And you like saying it out loud, like you're probably gonna miss the shot. But it's not because you saying you're gonna miss the shot, it's because you're thinking you're gonna miss the shot the whole time. Like why not say I'm about to make this shot? I'm about to make this shot. Feel me?
Adults do it quietly by knocking on wood,
That's the same thing.
avoiding certain words,
think I said the same
or
thing.
staying silent just in case. Wanting safety doesn't mean believing in magic. And sometimes that need for safety shows up physically. Feeling watched when you're alone. Have you ever been alone in a dark or quiet room and suddenly felt like someone was watching you, even though no one was there? A lot of people feel this, even if they never admit it. The
Yes,
fear
bro.
underneath is usually, what if I'm not actually safe? Or, what if this means something is wrong with me? But this feeling isn't intuition or danger. It's your brain staying alert.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You
Humans
gotta be on
develop-
all 10 toes at all time, bro. I never saw anything wrong with feeling like you're being watched, bro. No matter where you are, no matter who you with, no matter how dark it is, how light it is, bro. If you feel like you're being watched, bro, that's a good sense. That's a good. Like, I would always want to feel like I'm being watched, bro. If anything, I'm on 10 toes. It's not like I feel like I'm being watched. I'm like, no, that's not how it is. You feel me? Y'all know how it works, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Being 10 toes is never a bad thing,
From
bro.
a young age, the ability to notice movement and presence, especially in quiet or
I'd
unfamiliar
rather always feel like I'm watched than be completely oblivious to everything around me, bro.
situations. When there's nothing to focus on, your mind fills in the gaps to keep you protected. That sense of being watched doesn't mean someone is there. It's just your awareness turned up too high. Once you notice it, it often fades on its own.
Facts.
This isn't paranoia. It's your brain doing its job, maybe a little too well. Your brain is scanning, not signaling.
Don't let
And
your brain
sometimes
get out of
that
control.
scan
Start
creates
hearing
a
shit
sudden,
too.
shocking-
First you think somebody watching you, then you think you hear. First you walking down the park, you think somebody watching you. Then you think you hear a tree branch crumble or get stepped on. Next thing you know, you running from fucking a ghost and his friends, Courage, the cowardly dog and shit like that, bro. That ass. Whole time it was just a couple of deers in the back. Oh, they was to your left. You was looking to your right the whole time.
Thought.
Ha, chill.
The sudden
Or
urge
you
to-
ran from, feel me, Ed again, and you saved your life. Unironically.
Jump,
Feel me? I mean,
even
it could
when
go one
safe.
of the two.
You're on a cliff, a roof, or any high
The
place.
sudden urge to jump.
and
What?
suddenly that urge comes in. The urge to jump.
Oh no,
if this
this
has
is
ever happened to you,
no.
don't worry, because this thought is very common.
no. This is
Actually, me and my friends even joke about it sometimes.
not. No, this is not. This is not okay.
But the scary part of this thought is the question that follows. Does this mean I want to? What if one day I actually did it? Don't worry. Psychologically,
Yo, first of all, I'm not in the predicaments where my brain is thinking jump, bro. I'm afraid of heights. It doesn't mean I don't go on things that's tall. I'm just saying I don't put myself in these situations to think this, bro.
It's
This is weird. This
actually
is
the
no, this
opposite.
is the weirdest one, bro.
Your brain
If
is
you
doing
have
exact-
if you constantly get sudden urges to jump, like I hope you find help genuinely, bro, and I care about you,
past safety check.
especially if you're a woman, bro.
It notices danger
Well,
and sends
men
a sharp
too, hey.
signal that says, pay attention, stay alive. The thought appears. Your body reacts with discomfort. And
If
that
you think about
discomfort is
jumping,
what keeps
don't.
you safe. A thought is not a desire. And this is closely
Don't
related
do
to
it.
another thought people are afraid to admit. Random, violent, or shocking thoughts.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This is not common, but this is definitely a thought that has happened to everybody's mind, bro. It is on some random shit, just on some intrusive thought shit. Like, what if I grabbed this knife and I just started wailing? Like, nah. Yeah,
Have you
I never
ever-
thought about no shit like that.
Ever
by the
had
way.
a thought so disturbing that you wondered why it even appeared? These are called intrusive thoughts, and they feel frightening because they
That's
go
what I
directly
said.
against your values.
That's what I
That's why they
said.
feel so wrong. Your brain throws out extreme images as a way to test boundaries, almost like saying, This is what not to do. The more you care about being safe and good, the louder these thoughts can feel.
Yes.
Having these thoughts doesn't make you violent or broken. It often means the opposite.
I ain't gonna lie,
that
if you
you're
having these like these thoughts should happen pretty common, but if you're having them and trust me, Chad, y'all would know what I mean by way too much, way too more than common. If you having these thoughts way like extreme amount, bro, like I need some dick. All right, right now.
values are strong and your mind reacts
you a
sharply
nigga,
to
you
anything
probably
that
still
goes
need some
against
dick.
them. So the fear of the thought is proof of your values. And when fear builds up, the body sometimes reacts on its own. Sudden fear of losing control for no reason.
Huh?
Do you ever feel a sudden fear that you might lose control out of nowhere,
Wait, lose control
even
of
though
what?
nothing is actually happening?
What are you talking about?
This is one of the most misunderstood anxiety symptoms. There's no trigger, no threat, just a wave of what if. But this isn't a sign that you're about to lose control. It's your brain doing a safety check.
Wait, lose
When
control
your
of
nervous
what?
system gets a little too alert, it asks, "Am I okay right now?" The question itself can feel scary, but it's coming from protection, not danger. In other words, what's happening is a misfire in your nervous system. Your body prepares for danger that doesn't exist. And here's the paradox. The more you fear losing control, the more control you actually have, because awareness is what keeps you grounded.
Wow.
These strange, unsettling thoughts happen because your brain is running what-if scenarios, trying to keep you safe. They don't define you. They're just part of being human. Notice them. Let them pass. And remember, you're not alone. If it ever feels too much, reach out to a professional. And if this resonated with you, share it with someone who might relate. And tell us in the you walk into
W. Hold on, chat. I want to put this video out to say to watch later. Not this one, but the other one. W Boner. I'm not gonna lie. W Boner. Yo, y'all comment which one of those y'all get the most. I'm not gonna lie. If that intrusive thoughts is the one y'all get the most, seek help immediately. I suggest a therapist, maybe a nigga with a big, yeah, nice to know you. If you like the video, subscribe. I'm out.